Hey Gearheads, and welcome to Garage Talk. I'm Corey and this is the all-new 2025 Ford Explorer. We've got a couple different trims here in the Platinum and the ST-Line, or the ST over there. In this video, I will show you through what makes these new here at the 2024 Chicago Auto Show. Stay tuned. All right, Gearheads, yes, I am at the Chicago Auto Show. I am at the Ford booth. This is the new 2025 Ford Explorer. And unfortunately, I can't open the hood on this one and show you underneath, but the name of the game for 2025 has been simplifying the model lineup. So we only have 4 different trims. We have 2 engine options, and we just have an overall simplified offering to the best-selling SUV in Ford's history, the Ford Explorer. Much like the relaunched, rebranded, I believe it was 2020 model, this is still a rear drive layout with a front engine layout, but it is still unibody construction. So this competes against the likes of the Jeep Grand Cherokee L in terms of 3-row spaciousness, unibody construction, front engine, rear wheel drive. Like I said, there are 2 different engine options available. The standard 2.3 liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder making 300 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque, or you can opt for the high output engine, that 3-liter EcoBoost V6 making 400 horsepower and 415 pound-feet of torque. That is definitely the one that I would opt for, just because, you know, more power, more things, all that. We do get a new updated transmission. I do believe it's 10-speed automatic transmission, but the big news is the updated styling for 2025. A bigger, more pronounced grille that is in line with what we saw Ford do with the Escape crossover last year. So I definitely sticking with a brand identity, but definitely going bigger and bolder here with the new front fascia of the Ford Explorer. We get LED lighting, LED running lights, and LED all the things up front here. As we come around to the side of our Platinum, we can take a look at these wheels. They are wrapped in Pirelli Scorpion Zero all-season tires. These are, I'm looking for it, 275/45 R21s, wrapped around these nice painted aluminum wheels. This, again, being the top trim, Platinum trim. So we've simplified the model lineup. The model offerings did get kind of cumbersome with the outgoing 2024s and newer. We had King Ranch, we had all kinds of different trims. This is the Platinum, one of 4 trims moving forward. And then we've got the ST just next to us. General same shape, same profile of this, but tweaked styling, especially front and rear. As we get around to the back, you can see updated taillights that kind of have that Doppler pattern effect going into the taillights, or the hatch, as they kind of connect here with Explorer spelled out on the rear hatch. This is a power hatch. Let's see if I can get it open from back here on the show floor. Let's see, there's the button. It says right there under the R. We've got an arrow pointing to it. You just got to read the signs, Corey. You can see this is a 2+2+2 going all the way back. So a very comfortable 3-row vehicle. Again, I said this competes against the Grand Cherokee L, just in the fact that it's a unibody construction, front engine, rear drive. But this segment really is hot. We've got Kia Tellurides, Kia Sorrentos, Hyundai Palisades, Hyundai Santa Fe's. We've got the Chevy Traverse. We've got all kinds of competitors in the 3-row class. We've got the Toyota Grand Highlander and their traditional Highlander that's been around for a while. So there is a lot here in this segment. I really like how wide open this hatch opens. I'm 5'10". You can see I've got plenty of room underneath. We've got a false load floor with some hidden storage underneath here. That's a nice touch. Folding these seats down. Let's see, they look like they are power seats, so we're just gonna go ahead, power fold those down, which is a nice touch. I'm guessing that strap is for reclining if you're sitting in it, but you can simply put those down right there. And then we'll do left, we'll do right. We'll bring them back up for additional storage. We'll go ahead, hit the button and close the hatch as we come around to the driver's door to peek inside, because another big update is the interior here on the new Ford Explorer. The new infotainment systems in them as well. No longer sync branded. This is a unique infotainment system for Ford, but we'll get to that in just a moment, because we do have a new door design here with some very interesting textures and looks here. We get 3-person memory driver's seat. Again, top platinum trim. You want all the things, all your controls here, surrounded by some gloss black plastic, which isn't my favorite, but I do like the mixed use of materials all the way around, and I can forgive just a little bit of gloss black. We'll see a little bit more here in a little bit as we move inside. You can see we have 4-way lumbar multi-positional seat as well. Very nice leather wrap seats. Before we get into the Platinum model, I did want to show you the exterior of this ST. You can see it's a little darker, more focused on being a stealth, sporty version of it. This does come standard with that high output 3-liter V6, over 400 horsepower, 400 pound-feet of torque. You can see coming to the interior, we're just going to peek in here because I'll show you a full dive on the interior of the Platinum model, but you get the dark trim and the orange accenting on this one. That is a Ford Performance hallmark. I do want to call out, because we only barely look at it in the other model, but you've got all the generations of Ford Explorer. I can't get my own shadow out of the image here, but all the different generations of Ford Explorer hidden in there on the sides, storage on the inside. But yes, this being the ST, this has the high output engine in it, over 400 horsepower. You can see those quad exit exhausts. Unfortunately, I do believe they're still fake. Let's come in, take a look at them. Yep, they're still the fake ones. The actual exhaust is down underneath, which only really comes into play on cold days when the exhaust fumes are telling on you that the exhaust is actually a turn down, not a rear exit. But that does keep the look back here very clean and clear of soot and debris. That is typical of direct injection engines, modern engines, but otherwise you can see a very cleaned up but stealth look here on the ST versus the more premium look of the Platinum. You can get the same engine in this Platinum, but it is an option that comes standard in the ST, because again, this is the sporting trim of the Ford Explorer. And as we move inside and sit down, we get very nice and comfortable. I'm gonna move the position, the seating position, to get comfortable for when I sit in a rear seat, so I can show you really what it's like moving behind myself. You can see those red lights flashing at me. That's because this has a new updated version of Ford's Blue Cruise hands-free driving technology. Those infrared lights only show up on camera. I can't see them with my naked eyes. I can only see them on camera, but they are watching my eyes to make sure I'm paying attention to the road and everything going on around me. You can see we have a full digital gauge cluster there. Full digital screen here. I like how we now have a wide infotainment screen instead of that tacked on tablet look of the outgoing model. This is a much cleaner look interior, even if it is a little tacked on tablet style sticking up above the dash like this. It is better than what we had before, and I really like it. You can see HVAC controls right there. A little bit of gloss black plastic with a few toggle buttons right here, including a camera button. I really like that. But as we're in demo mode, you can see some of the functionality of the screen. You can see we get a home row of functions down here, all your HVAC stuff. We do have dual zone. We've got all our seat controls, heated, ventilated, and automatic. We've got our heated steering wheel all built into that. I don't know if I just love that HVACs are buried into the infotainment, but that is a nice option right there. You can see we've got a lot of quick access shortcuts right here. This is not Ford Sync branded. This is a standalone system that is only offered right now in this Explorer and its Lincoln Twin and counterpart in the Aviator. Some more use of that kind of silvery metallic looking plastic. It is very much plastic, but you can see we've got Explorer spelled out over there. Got a little bit of cloth up here to hide the speakers for the Bang & Olufsen sound system. You can see all of our lighting controls over here with a continuation of the design theme all the way across. It's a very handsome look. Get a Qi wireless charger here with some rubber over here for putting like change or some items that you don't want rolling around. I like this as an implementation. It means your phone is really quick and easy to grab. But it's not so much in your face that you're wanting to grab it all the time. Down here, we've got a hidden panel with some storage underneath, USB-A and USB-C port, some power outlets in there as well. Rubberized mat underneath, so you can put stuff in here without it rattling around under this very large gloss black panel. Again, I could forgive the door gloss black, but this is perhaps an overreach of gloss black plastic. It's a little too much for me, but we do get a couple cup holders, your drive mode selector here, your gear selector right here is a dial. No pass-through on the storage right here, which is a little bit of a mess, but we do get a little bit of storage on a cubby right here on the passenger side. Glove box is very large. It is damped, but it is not lined with felt. A little bit of storage in the doors, and overall very nice appointments. Coming to me at 5'10", you can see I've got plenty of headroom, nice panoramic roof on this one, but let's go check out those back two rows and see what space in those is like. Popping into them, you can see we do have one of my favorite features of a family vehicle and retractable built-in cargo shades. That's a nice touch. Again, more of that mixed use materials all the way back here. Do have a cup holder in the door as well as some storage down low. We do have sliding captain's chairs here in this model. I'm going to go ahead and move that back because I'm not sitting that close to me. I'm just not. Nice leather appointed seats back here as well. Go ahead and climb in. Very easy to get into, very comfortable. Still got a fair amount of headroom, but the roller shade to the dual pane skylight is right above me. Got plenty of room behind myself at 5'10", mat pockets, HVAC controls for the tri-zone climate, mat pocket over there. More storage in the doors on that side. You can see we've got the window shade open. We do not have the bench option in this one, so we've got the captain's chair. So again, 2+2+2 seating all the way back. But let's see what that last +2 is like. We'll hit that button right there. Slight miss for me here on the captain's chairs. They're not child seat friendly for accessing the third row, meaning the seat back folds forward before the seat slides forward. If you did have a child seat in place, you're going to have to go around it through that middle pass through. Let's check out this third row seat. Climbing back here is fairly easy. Go ahead and put these headrests up, and yeah, not too bad. My knees, here, we'll come around to the side. My knees are not underneath my chin, but you can see my feet. I'm going to have to straddle the rail for the seat. We'll go ahead and bring it all the way back. Whew, this is gonna be tight. Let's see if I can do it. All the way back, and I got it stuck. Let's see, all the way back and back. There we go. That is as far back as it goes. My knees are definitely in the back of it. It is a hard seat back for when it's folded and stored, but there's definitely room for negotiation with how much space I had sitting in the second row. But definitely a tighter back seat. It is nothing like the Grand Highlander, which I do believe is one of the leaders in the segment for third seat space. We get some amenities back here like USB-C ports, cup holders, a little bit of storage in the door. We get ceiling mounted air vents in both of the back rows back here, which is a nice touch. And a very interesting fact that it's angled at me because it's at the back of where the roller shade is for that panoramic roof. All around, very nice mid-cycle refresh. No matter what the brand tries to tell you, this is a mid-cycle refresh here on the 2025 Ford Explorer. If you want to see more from us here at the Chicago Auto Show, hit that bell, hit the subscribe button and ring that bell down below so you're notified every time a new video drops. Find us on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, Threads, YouTube, at GT Garage Talk, or you can go to gtgaragetalk.com. But as for me, in the third row of the 2025 Ford Explorer Platinum trim, until next time, Gearheads.